there, my lovely Legionnaires. We totally didn't fuck up our recording. Brooke didn't fuck it up. Brooke didn't fuck it up at all. What are you talking about?
Well, I remember the plot beats. I don't remember the pacing. I didn't remember how much there was left to the investigation segment.
Welcome back to My Friends Make Me Play. Oh,
with
boy.
Ace Attorney.
We're back with Ace Attorney. Save your progress up to this point. Yeah.
Prog Rock. Save your Prog Rock.
Rotate your saves, kids. Alright.
Him.
Yes. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fay.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. Better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Damn, for real? On God? For free?
I mean, at one point, Phoenix does say yes, Daddy, to Edgeworth in Dual Destinies. So,
damn!
Yeah.
Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor.
I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin.
If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls Chief Officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court.
Sir, my name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir.
Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder.
Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. This is the wrong accent. Body was found by the window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. Murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. Still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record.
Now, Detective.
Yes, sir!
You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fay, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why?
Well, yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Well, as soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people out there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fay. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fay at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Ah! I just threw something at me. What's this? My sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony. She'd bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. Should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor! I would like to begin my cross-examination!
Press everything.
Gotcha. Who did you say you got a call from? Hey pal, don't play dumb, you know who! The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across from the crime scene. Okay, I pressed. Not sure if it did much, though. Right, please continue. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Right, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast! Our motto this month is quick response. This month? That's how I got there before the killer, anyway.
Indeed. So, tell us who the two people you found on the scene were.
Yes, sir. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With the funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you two stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Well, he does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points to press with a little more care.
No, you can press everything unless they'll tell you'll get a penalty. There's no penalty for pressing unless they specifically are like...
Why's that? What's your reason? Why 5, get a witness account describing her. Hold on just that 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it.
You said it.
Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, okay, I guess she is pink. She's very pink. Gumshoe colorblind? That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Any more solid proof of her claims, Detective? Guess pressing can have its advantages. Yeah! Ah! Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There's something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective, let's hear your testimony again. Hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found the memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Wait.
Wait, what?
She couldn't have. She died instantly.
Look at the court record. There's the autopsy report.
Yeah, she died instantly. There's no way.
Yeah.
Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know, I'm a real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. Okay, so I know where.
Yeah, you know where.
I know where. Securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died. Impossible! Objection! Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. Earlier, you said she was couldn't even get through the whole bit. You... Reeboks with the straps.
It's quite
the ensemble. But earlier, you testified to this court that she was wearing apple-bottom jeans and boots with the fur. Which is it? You said the victim, Maya Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying. What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course you wrote it. How else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, Detective. Order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately couldn't have had the time to write anything down.
Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain an autopsy report? It begins.
I know this fucking meme. When? The day of the murder.
It was the day after, because remember Phoenix stayed.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're right. It was the day after the murder. Prosecution's point being?
Finger waggle. That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor.
What?
A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning.
No way!
Discovery means everyone gets all of the evidence, Edgeworth, you bit.
This is bullshit!
Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya.
My brain went, Your Honor, you see. The Detective Gumshoe was in fact describing two different women on the day on that night at the club. One of them was to the tastes of Mr. T-Pain. That's why it's two different. Fun fact: that's why it's two different outfits. T-Pain said so on Twitch.
That's all.
It's because it's two different women.
Technically, if I wanted to be accurate, I probably should be giving Edgeworth a German accent, but I can't do that, so he's being posh British-ish.
No, this is a British man. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeves.
Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say.
I'm a You're a sham, Edgeworth. The detective's a sham. I'm a sham. Wait. You're a sham, Edgeworth. I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution.
No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court.
Understood, the court accepts the evidence. Damn it.
Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer.
Suppose that's the obvious conclusion? Yes. You fucking take us a bow! Fuck you! Damn it, this isn't good!
The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. You can check the court record and see the tabs. I think we know how old she is. Check R for profiles. 23.
Yeah. I mean...
Yeah.
yeah.
I think Edgeworth's only like 24 though. Yeah.
Yeah. This poor young woman who's only a year younger than I. Exactly what part of her is innocent? She does, in fact. I like the
Witness, your name, please.
April May, at your service, wink.
Oh, did her boobs jiggle?
A little bit.
Good.
I like that. There's something really funny about looking at her from the back, and she's still doing the cat girl pose. Order, an introduction should not require any crowd reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Aw, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom, and some of the women.
Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred?
Gee, I was, in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel directly across from Fay & Co. law offices?
Mm-hmm, that's right, big boy.
It's not gonna work on him, that's a gay man.
Yep.
Please testify to the court about what you saw.
I can't wait to get to case 3.
It was 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. And the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and, oh, she hit her! And the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy.
Oh, her tits do jiggle. Jesus. Yeah.
Well, Your Honor.
I see. A remarkably solid testimony. Don't you need to trouble the witness any. Oh, wait a minute, Your Honor! Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you?
Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well.
Her understudy? God!
Her cowardly ways of finding any fault in her perfectly good testimonies.
Hey! How dare you! Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes! I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. Only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Yeah, well, you must begin your cross-examination. Alright. It's time to fucking press this bitch up against a wall. I mean, wait, fuck!
It's 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know.
It's a pretty firm time. Why'd you do that?
If you already see the issue where you need to either press or present, you don't have to press everything,
okay.
But just...
Huh? Why? Why what?
Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something?
Oh, well, gee.
What, that's it? She can't get out of this question that easily.
I thought I had a
Literally, it doble!
It doble!
Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Yeah, go for it. See how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out of your window at that time of night.
Oh!
Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness.
Badgering?
You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed.
What? You fucking... Whatever, Mr. Wright, you've been warned. Poor girl! What about poor me?
You looked out the window. What did you see next?
Okay. I wanna... Hang on.
You don't have... It's not a present right now. It is a press. I think I'll give you that much.
It was 9 at night. I don't think that's right.
We'll check your court record. Check the autopsy if you want to.
It doesn't say.
It doesn't say. So that was at 9 a.m.
No, I'm waiting for... a while. See evidence. I'll see you Okay, I'll see you tonight at 9. No, that scans. Okay.
Yep.
I wanted to double check.
Ooh, I saw one with long hair being attacked.
One attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. I'm afraid I'm gonna get in trouble if I keep going.
You will not get in trouble for pressing unless they tell you you're gonna get in trouble for pressing. And that's not until Justice for All, I think.
Okay.
I don't remember DL6 very well.
Woman with long hair was Mia Fey.
Mm-hmm. Slender, sort of, well, some people might say pretty if that's your thing.
Oh, no, I'm
very
saying the
pretty.
wrong thing. DL6 is the last case. I'm talking about the SL9 incident.
She's so...
Okay.
She is
I'm
pretty.
dumb.
Your thing? You're just jealous because her tits are bigger than yours.
And the person attacking her.
The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. How do you know she was the defendant?
Huh? Well, you know. She had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay?
There was only one person at the scene of the crime with the short girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor.
He's right. Oh, no, because I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, wait a minute, that's not right. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks.
What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you are lying. You telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yeah, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless about this, I mean.
Okay, if you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique.
I forgot that. I think there's like... Yeah, there's two things to go in through here, and then you got one of them. I completely forgot about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, no, I was like, no, because I was there. She saw me. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except for her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus!
What?
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May?
Ugh, what are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise.
Your testimony again, if you would. Damn it, I almost had her.
I did see everything, I did. The victim, the woman dodged at first the attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock, that kind of statuey clock, the thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? He?
No, that's wrong too. Cause yeah, she didn't see him hit the light, right?
Not sure how to help you here without giving you the answer. You can check that, don't forget.
Yeah, let me... Yeah. Because this is the broken lamp.
Somehow the lamp fell.
I think I've got a...
Well, here's, like, what's something... You have to think about... Check the court record one more time. What do we know that she probably shouldn't?
That Mia fought back?
No.
No. Oh, fuck. Let me listen to her testimony again. Oh. Did see everything I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right.
Which makes sense. That's not going off towards a wall.
The one in the hippie clothes ran after her. She hit her with the weapon. I saw it. I did. Oh, she shouldn't know it's a clock! Because it was admitted into evidence as a statue again.
Yeah.
Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing.
Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer?
You said that this statue of the Thinker is a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock, too, and he was found guilty of murder! On it. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock?
The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with the trivial concerns.
Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But questions are all I have, Your Honor! And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Oh, only the one time.
Once, maybe twice if you count.
Maybe twice if you count. Great. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Oh, that was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would have been over.
What? So what happens now?
What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock?
What? That's... because I heard it? Yeah, I heard it say the time.
So you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co.
No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room.
The law offices... Oh, that's you.
Yeah, the law offices of Fay & Co., where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could have easily have heard the clock.
Satisfied? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because...
Court record if you think you got something but you aren't sure.
I do. She couldn't have.
You have something here that gives you the answer.
Oh, fuck. Do my attorney badge.
No. I'll make sure that I'm up to date on what the answers are as we go forward, just so that you know what to... How could it have... We know she's lying, but why...
Why is she lying?
Well, not why, but like, why is it wrong?
Why is it wrong?
What's special about the clock right now?
Oh, it doesn't work! Oh, that's right! That's right! She said it doesn't work!
And which piece of evidence tells us that it doesn't work?
The call. The phone call they had. Hang on, I'm double checking. What is it this time? It's not working, that's lame! Yes! Yes, I've got it!
I think you just checked it, so...
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it'll give you the prompt. It couldn't
have rung! Your Honor, members of the court. It's inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly... Just take a look right now. Oh! See anything interesting, Your Honor? It's as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It's as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. That! Well, Miss May? Huh?
Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright.
He knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knew!
I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? Was it after the witness heard the clock? Then there was no contradiction.
That's true. That's a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it.
And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor.
Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove the clockwork was removed? I can!
We can. Impossible, of course.
I have proof.
What?
Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much!
The evidence. Oh, yeah, this is.
The evidence that proves that the clockwork was removed? Take a look at this! That's a very cute cell phone.
Oh, you have a girly phone.
Wait, this isn't my phone! Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder! Order!
The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention.
Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it.
Good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon.
I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation.
I don't think there's anyone that dislikes Gumshoe. If anyone does dislike Gumshoe.
Well, I don't like you.
Yeah.
Not working, that's lame. Your Honor? I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that the weapon was a clock?
Well, isn't it obvious? I saw the clock before. What store was it at again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot.
If the witness had seen it before, that would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yes! The witness claims she'd seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well, then let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. Couldn't have, because it was made by Larry!
Yeah!
It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible! Everything is sold in stores! Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse! So good. He has good one-liners.
There's so many good one-liners.
Oh, excuse is not on sale today?
Oh.
What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it! Die! Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm.
Oh, silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did.
Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor, allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hands. However, she'd heard that it was a clock. She had? That's correct, Your Honor. There's no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof! This is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me the evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. Her wiretap! Have a look at this. That? I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Maya Faye's phone, were you not?
Your Honor, this is irrelevant.
I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap.
This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was wiretapping her phone?
Absolutely.
Even if that were the case, which it is not, you still have to prove it. Did the victim ever say the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not.
Oh yeah? I think I can! It's simple.
What? What? Sorry, that was better.
Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock. It's still this.
Yeah, it's still the phone.
Yeah. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Call in a while. Something I want you to hold on for me. Again, what is it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like the statue of the thinker. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation, and that's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Your Honor, this is ridiculous.
Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May! Shut up! All of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like this, you lawyer?
He's a lawyer.
It's no fair, all of you ganging up on me like that. So I'm the bad girl, is that it?
That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now to deal the final blow. Because I know she didn't do it.
This choice doesn't matter.
Oh, I'm gonna go why the wiretap. Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question!
Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? And tippy tapping are irrelevant?
She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Madam Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you had tapped her phone? I'd like to see her pull that off.
Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you?
Damn it, she's good.
You're not the first man who's thought that. And of course, I can and will.
You can't be serious. No way!
Way, I say, way! Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy.
Room service?
Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee.
Iced coffee?
Think I'm making this up, ask the bellboy.
Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder.
Ah! So where does this leave us?
It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands she saw the defendant, Miss Maya Faye, commit murder.
No, they're gonna let her just walk away! There's no way I can win unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Unless the defense have something to say. Well, come on, think of something.
I mean, she said she got room service from the bellboy.
Yeah, let's call the bellboy as a witness. Defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
This is the last bit of this trial, so with the cross-examining the bellboy, and we can end it off.
Cool.
I object to calling the bellboy.
Why? What's your reason?
Because I hold that wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness.
Condition?
If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer and thus she is innocent. And thereby you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition.
That's not how this fucking works! What? I better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What do I do? To give up. I mean,
You have to.
I don't really have a choice. Alright, got nothing to lose. Except for, well, everything. Understood, I accept your condition.
Huh. Fool, you fell right into my trap.
Uh-oh. Wait. Very well, the court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand.
I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service.
Well, Decent looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. You could just put it down.
Yeah, very good, sir.
Alright.
I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening for our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. She brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course.
Fucking Jesus.
And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May, herself.
Wait. If he... I can already see it.
Mm-hmm.
Because if he delivered it to her at 9 on the dot and he saw her,
Mm-hmm.
then there's no way she saw it happen.
It's good thinking.
Right, I'm ready, I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished.
You know what we do when something sounds suspicious?
We check the court record.
Well, we also press.
This isn't relevant. Call it 8 in the evening. How do you know that? You sure it was Miss May on the phone?
Absolutely, sir.
How can you be so certain?
I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and I... the point being, I remembered her quite well, sir.
Yes, one thing. Asked for an iced coffee to be 9 on the dot. 9 on the dot, you say?
Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on TV and wished to drink it after she finished, sir.
9 on the time of the murder. Precisely at the requested time, of course. Yeah, this is...
You do not have any evidence.
I don't?
You can't... There's nothing in your evidence that proves that she wasn't... That proves your thought process currently.
Because that's not...
But you know what we do? What our other option is?
We lie?
Well, I mean, that's later.
Okay, what's our other option?
When we press.
Okay.
We press and find out.
Precisely at the requested time. Precisely 9 then. Precise... Oh, yeah.
Precisely, exactly, most definitely 9 p.m.
How can you be so sure?
Miss May was quite insistent it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, tea here. I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on the door at the crack of 9, sir.
She was so particular about the time. You're sure it was Miss April May herself?
Absolutely, sir.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It is an endearing mannerism of mine.
How come you're so very certain?
Well, when I brought to the room service, sir, the guest, sir, she favored me with, an embarrasser, sir.
Embarrasser? Is that French for an embrace?
It's French for kiss, sir, but not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek.
What? Why would she have done that?
I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir.
Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it?
Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here.
And while it's meant tedious, the witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? I can protest.
Yeah.
Oh, wait! Please wait! Yes, does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question.
Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough.
Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question, that's all. Okay, this is really it. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Oh, God.
You remember her room?
Yeah, there's 2 glasses on the table. Oh, that's right! Yeah, room service, right? Because there were 2 glasses on the table.
That would work, yeah.
Okay. Tell me again about room service.
Again, sir. Exactly 9. There were delivered room service to Miss May in room 303. The guest had requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge, as I recall.
I see. $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive?
Yes, well, iced coffee for 2, you know. And we don't skip on the ice, sir.
What did he say? What did you say?
Rather quite.
Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room?
I object. That was objectionable.
Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question.
Oh, yes, I see.
Why did you not mention this in your testimony?
Well, sir, you didn't ask.
Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention.
Yes, quite, indeed. It was, good, barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Ugh! You fool!
I did it, I killed him! I've done it! I've won! Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct?
Yes, sir.
Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that the man in the room.
That's right, sir.
Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth?
And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person?
Simple, it was... Oh, it was the man with Miss May.
Yeah.
The man who checked in with Miss May.
Ugh.
Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder.
My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late.
Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court!
Ugh. Upstart, amateur. These accusations are ludicrous.
He literally just said it in front of everyone. Now, if the court acknowledges the defense's argument, I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
This is all for the trial of Miss Maya Fay. Court is adjourned. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so smart. I only had to ask for help twice. And I looked at you and was like, is it this? And you were like, no, you're right. So I'm just smart.
Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there.
Really?
I think I might be your newest fan.
Oh, I was just doing my job, you know?
Then again, the other attorney was pretty cool too.
Huh?
That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine.
Maya, you're one of those, huh?
No, Maya likes girls.
Damn, you're right. If you say so.
So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now?
Well, no, I don't think so. Not yet.
Oh, I see.
But I got a great lead in today's trial.
A lead?
The man with Miss May, he's the key.
Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyway?
I heard they arrested her. Guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Don't get into catfights, Maya. Anyway, this case is far from closed.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to find out more about this man.
Do you think he was the one who...
Maybe so.
Sis,
Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise.
I'm counting on you.
I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. And now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. Yay!
To be continued!
To be continued! I did it! I'm good and smart and cool.
What are your thoughts so far?
I'm loving it. This is really fun.
I'm glad you're having a good time.
I thought this would be, because there's some bits in, like, Danganronpa that get a little, tedious during the trial sections. This moves way faster.
So I will say that, like, the games and the trials will progressively get a little bit longer throughout the game. But,
Yeah,
but it's usually, like, it builds up to that.
It doesn't, but what I mean is, like, it doesn't feel like it's dragging.
Yeah, the one benefit that the Ace Attorney series has over something like Danganronpa is that, like, it's not split to just it's all investigation, then it's all of the trial. They split up. Once you get further, it's investigation, trial, split up to a max of like 3 days of both.
Yeah, and that feels good.
Yeah, so it splits up the content a little bit better.
Yeah, so it has really, that's what I'm saying, is like, it has way better pacing than something like Danganronpa. Which I do like Danganronpa, but I like this a lot more. This has a lot better of a clip. I feel like I'm always making progress.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm shuffling around, and I also don't feel like, maybe it's because you're here, but I don't feel like I'm missing anything.
I'm here to make sure that, like, if you're super floundering, I can just make sure I have the answer ready and I can, like, guide you in the right direction without, like, just telling you what the answer is.
Yeah, but so far it feels like I haven't, like, my instinct to investigate certain things hasn't led me horribly astray.
Yeah, you just have to remember to, like, sometimes you just gotta press a little bit more. Like,
Yeah.
You won't always have evidence to prove your point. Obviously, sometimes you will, and usually they'll make note of, like, there must be something in the court record. But most of the time, you press everything first, and then usually it will be a prompt, or even after you go through, like, the testimony one time, there'll be, like, a hint.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it feels like everything like scoots at a good pace, and it feels like everything's pretty intuitive is what I'm saying as well. Yeah, it feels like the things I would naturally be inclined to suspect are it. But it doesn't feel easy, it just feels intuitive,
Yeah.
which is, I think, a super difficult line to walk.
You'll definitely probably hit a point where you probably figure out what happened, but, like, the game has specific steps. Like, that happens in Danganronpa too. It happens a lot in, like,
In
these
games like this,
contradiction based games. But I'll make sure to, like, help pull you back and be like, well, we can't do that quite yet because we haven't reached the point where that's, like, appropriate.
Yeah, but I like this a lot. I'm having a really good time.
Yeah, I'm glad.
And that's gonna be that for this episode of My Friends Make Me Play. And we'll be back with part 2 of this. We have to get him. We have to fucking get him.
We'll get him.
We have to get him. We have to make him bottom. I don't know. I don't know what the fucking joke is here. But we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.